Good evening, everyone. It is a week before Christmas Eve, and I have the best early Christmas present for all of you. Another edition of Friday Night Frenzy with some UP girls and boys basketball, all wrapped up in a nice little bow. So, enough of me on the screen. As always, let's get to the highlights. The Negaunee Minor boys hosting the West Iron County Wycons early first, and it's going to be Gavin Stapleton dishing it to Kyle Carlson, who throws it high and up and somehow makes it to fall, and Wycons up 2-0. But the Miners answer right back as Mason Sager buries the corner triple, but the Wycons would churn it on as well as Stapleton gets the steal and goes all the way for the bucket and the foul. Miners, though, hot from deep, as it's going to be Gavin Downey burying it from the other corner. And that hot streak was contagious for everyone as they get another triple, and the Miners deadly all night from behind the three as a Sager drains another one, and they win big 70-13. And now we have the girl Negaunee Miners taking on the Hancock Bulldogs, and some nice baskets there from the Bulldogs as the Miners able to respond from deep, but Hancock doing their best in the post for another bucket here, and then some press that leads to a turnover and a transition two for the Bulldogs to put them up. But the Miners would not go away, but they fought hard as it's another bucket and a foul for the Bulldogs as they get the steal here, and Alyssa Hill running the court and gets the bucket for the Miners to show them fighting hard. But the Bulldogs were too much to handle tonight as Herbert gets the bucket and then gets another nice one here as she backs down her defender, and the Bulldogs go on to win by a score of 51-43. And some more girls high school basketball scores for you. The Cedarville Islanders get a 1-point win over the Brimley Bays, and the BARAGA Vikings remain undefeated, being Dollar Bay 85-45. And moving right along, the Superior Central Cougars beat the Big Bay Black Bears 40-28, and the Norway Knights get a win at home over the Forest Park Lady Trojans 49-33. And our final scores. At the buzzer, the Ewan Trout Creek Panthers win over the Ontonagon Gladiators 43-40, and the Lake Linden Hubble Lakes win at home over the Jeffers Jets 57-38. And now let's switch over to some boys basketball as the Superior Central Cougars host the Big Bay Black Bears. First quarter scores, and it's going to be Garrett Kowski driving the baseline, follows up his own miss just to get those extra stats before getting the first 2 points of the game. Still in the first, Cougars up by 2, and Zach Frusty off the one bounce drives and makes it 8-4 Cougars. And now on to the second, Cougars up 9-4, and Lucas Swedge can't get the three to fall, but Frusty comes in with the board and the putback to make it 11-4. A minute later, Black Bears trying to end the run, down by 9, and it's going to be Braden Thill, who only needs 1 second to hoist up the three and bury it to pull them back within 6. 2 minutes left until halftime, and Swedge this time dishes, drives with the Euro and the finish with the friendly roll to make it 17-7 Cougars. And the Cougars never relented as Frosty sucks the defense in, and Swedge with the long 2-pointer. And the Cougars get a big 23-point win over the Black Bears, 37-14. And some more boys scores for you. The Escanaba Eskimos remain undefeated on the season as they beat Cedarburg 66-55. And the boy Ewan Trout Creek Panthers complete the sweep of Ontonagon, winning 74-44. And the Manistee Emeralds beat the Gwynn Molotowers 46-34. And the Iron Mountain Mountaineers trying to get back to the state title game, off to a good start as they beat the Norway Knights 47-29. And now we have the undefeated Westwood Patriots hitting the road to take on the Kingsford Flippers. First quarter, no score. And Garrett Sundberg from the corner after the dish from Zach Carlson. No good on the triple, but he follows up his own miss for the nice floater to start us off. A few minutes later, still in the first, game tied up at 4 apiece. And Nick Nora from deep with no one around him switches it home, and the Flippers now go up by 3, 7-4. A little bit later on, and we are tied up again, 7-7 this time, and Nora this time decides to take it all the way from the half-court line for the drive and the dish to make it 9-7. And now, under 4 minutes left, and we are tied again. Some fast and furious action here as Carlson with the spin hits the three, and we are going back and forth here. Literally seconds later, I'm struggling to keep up here, but Nora with the burst of speed for the steal takes it all the way, and guess what? Tied again, this time 15-15. Flippers, though, able to go shot for shot for Westwood as Troy Watt unable able to get the fadeaway shot, but Ben Trevelyan cleans it up for him, and the Flivers hand the Patriots their first loss of the season, winning 79-59. And our final boys scores for you all. The Lake Linden-Hubble Lakes beat the Jeffers Jets again, this time on the boys' side, as they win 57-38. And unfortunately, the Marquette Redmen fall on the road to Traverse City Central, 61-38. All right, let's all take a second here to catch our breath just a little. I mean, some fast and furious action is definitely an understatement. But thank you all so much for, again, tuning in. I hope you all have a great night and an amazing weekend. Thank you so much for watching Friday Night Frenzy on ABC 10.
And follow us on Twitter at ABC10 UP Sports. And while you're at it, give me and Connor a follow as well.
And if you want to stay up to date on all the sports news of the Upper Peninsula, subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on our Facebook page.